o'clock in the afternoon. I was going to get up and go into town and get going, and then I kind of started watching the Harmontown documentary on YouTube, which I had started watching last night. It was deeply engrossing and quite discomforting. And I was like, I really want to watch the rest of this, but that was about an hour taken out of my day this morning. I have gone through and done, I've know the 10 Christmas carols I want for the guides party this evening. I need to go into town now to finish off doing the stuff I needed to do before, or finish the stuff I didn't do on Saturday, and then come back and do the translation of the carols into different languages. The plan is to basically put them through Google Translate several hundred times and then see if the girls can work out what the original carol was. And I have just seen on Instagram that one of my friends in America is doing an improv comedy show tonight online. So once I get back as well, I need to work out what the time zones things are. It's 10 o'clock EST, which is 2200 minus 8, which is probably when I'm at guides. I need to double check that, but I think it's about when no, hold on, we're 8 hours ahead. In that case, it might be stupid o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah, chances are it won't work for me, but I'm going to check out the time zones when I get back to see if I can possibly watch it, because it's something I would like to support if I can. Also improv comedy, which I seem to be watching a lot of on YouTube. That's the day so far, and I'm off into town with my brand new mask. I have just got back from my trip into town and I saw that the Christmas lights were on. And I was very confused because I was pretty sure I hadn't switched them on beforehand, and I was wondering what witchcraft this is that the lights are just suddenly switching on. And then I remembered James has put them on a timer, with the timer clicking in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you see how light it is outside, I think 3 o'clock might be slightly too early. In The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, what food item is described as being the size of a cannonball? What decoration is on the top of the tree in Trafalgar Square? Question number 4. What animal is Pingu? Question number 5. David Bowie gives an introduction to which animated Christmas film? David Bowie gives an introduction to which animated... for Monday. I am so done for Monday. I did not get a recording of me doing all the Google Translate stuff for the quiz questions because I had to do them quite quickly, and taking time to set up the camera on top of doing what I needed to do was just one step too far. But the quiz questions went well. So the first round I did was songs being played backwards, clips from Christmas music played backwards. Lots of the girls were listening and just these, what? And then something would come up and they go, what? Oh, I did. That was quite funny watching their faces. The second round was Christmas carols that I put through Google Translate and then put back again. I can't remember, there was one which was incredibly funny that I read about arrows shooting into the sky and clean windows or something. I can't remember. But basically I started it off in English, then put it through about 5 different languages, one after the other, back into English to see if the girls could work out which ones was which. Mostly they did, I think. And then the third round was 15 objects on the table. Girls had to remember them, and then I asked questions, the answers to which were items that were on the table. That mostly went well as well. The only problem we had was the National Autistic Society was having a party in the room next to us, and there was one I was going to say very young lad. I'm trying to, it's not, no, I think he was about possibly 9, 10, give or take a couple of years, but very inquisitive, who would just keep wandering in and grabbing hold of stuff and picking up bits and wanting to grab the food. And the dad, who was supposed to be looking after him, was not looking after him. So it required the volunteers from the party to come in and grab him and take him back out again. We'd basically, the three of us as a leadership team had got to the point of, well, we're going to stand here at the bottom of the stairs next to where the door is, so he cannot get into the room. He cannot get further than this particular point. But he came in 4 or 5 times whilst I was there, and had been in a couple of times before I turned up. So that was mildly stressful, because I didn't want him coming in and risking the girl's safety, because I didn't know anything about him, and I didn't know how he would behave if he was stopped or we tried to move him back to where he needed to be. I didn't want the girls kind of laughing and staring and gawking at him, because that's not really fair on him. And I was very, very, very hacked off with the dad for not doing what he was supposed to be doing. And the last time when one of the volunteers came in, I sort of said, well, if it helps you, I am quite happy to give Dad a bollocking. And she smiled. So that didn't happen. But I was really, really, really hacked off with the dad that he was there with one sole job to stop his son wandering all over the place, and he wasn't doing it. It wasn't fair on the volunteers for there. It wasn't fair on the volunteers for us. It wasn't fair on our girls. It wasn't fair on the boy in question. I thought there was a pile of recycling just the other side of the camera. I thought in that pile of recycling was some of the answers of the Google Translated again and again and again carols, but they weren't. Tomorrow I'm off to see Cabaret. I was supposed to be going with a friend of mine, but she has had to pull out. Basically, far too many other things going on in her life, and she doesn't want to run the risk of catching COVID by coming into central London tomorrow, because that will then put a kibosh on her Christmas. So James is coming along with me instead, which means that he needs to do a COVID test tonight and get that recorded so that we can get in. You okay, my lovely?
I saw you open these.
I opened those ones last time by mistake.
Right.
I thought that they were normal ones, went to rip them open, and they're not. Mm-hmm. Do we have any normal ones?
And not, well, possibly, but...
Despite buying 7 notebooks and 7 packs of chocolate in Poundwell today, one of the notebooks has gone missing somewhere. No idea where. I think I left it at the till after I'd paid for it, which was very annoying. Or it's somehow got lost in the flat, and I'll find it in about 6 months' time. No idea which. The girls were doing the mixology badge, which is one of the interest badges from the guiding programme. Basically, we gave them a list, or we gave them the badge books and said, there you go, you choose which one. And that was the one they chose, not surprisingly. So they were making cocktails this evening. Some of them were really lovely. We found out that grenadine is made with pomegranate, which I never knew. I mean, I knew what grenadine is, didn't know what it was made with. One of the groups had done, I don't know what was in the drink, but it had the grenadine sunrise thing. And one of the groups was supposed to be doing smoothies or something, or milkshakes, but nobody bought any milk. So they had a tub of chocolate mint ice cream, which was slowly melting. I don't know how they dealt with that one. Genuinely, I don't know how they dealt with that one. Today's earrings are the bells. I could have gone for the slightly longer bells, but I didn't. But basically, if I'm going to go to a Christmas party and wear earrings, I want people to know that I'm wearing Christmas earrings. So I went with the bells, which were then ridiculously noisy during the music round because all I could hear was the bells because they're right next to my ears. I am now home from guides. James is cooking dinner. Monday night is quiz night. So that means Only Connect followed by University Challenge, which I always called Universally Challenged. Don't know why. I just do. Don't know how it started, but I do. And then if there's time and inclination after that, Richard Osman's House of Games. Tomorrow night we're going off to see Cabaret. No idea Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No idea about next weekend. Monday or Sunday next week. No, it is Monday next week. I've been invited for a board of review, which is an Eagle Scouts thing for Boy Scouts America, but because America and time zones is taking place at something like 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning UK time, which is going to be fun. And then Monday of next week, meeting up with Hilary and Gerald, who are the other two leaders, for our Christmas party, drinks or something. Nothing has been planned and sorted out yet, but something. And that, I think, is the rest of the plans for Christmas. We're not 10 days away from Christmas Day now. No, it's 13th today, so 12 days away. Oh my.